Hello, BookTube. I have a mail haul for you today, completely innocent. There aren't any Trojan horses going on here, not at all. We have a package. I'm surprised there's even one on such a rainy, gloomy Saturday. Saturday's bad anyway. For mail, a lot of times I don't get mail at all on Saturday, not because there isn't mail, but because the normal delivery guy from Monday to Friday is not there, and the backup one, I don't know, isn't getting enough money, isn't motivated, doesn't feel like it, so they just don't send mail. They don't walk it around at all. But I did get a package today, so let's see. This is from the ordinarily reliable folks at Pegasus Books. Let's see. Oh no, this is not a double but a triple. And it's from April 1st. That's like 10 years ago. We've seen this before, so we don't need to dwell on it at great length. This is by Natalie Lawrence, and this is Enchanted Creatures. Are monsters and their meanings. And this was very adequately reviewed for me by a freelancer for Big Canoe News in the April edition. So the one that's already out, the one that's already been on your doorstep. You should be getting your May edition soon, I would think. Maybe I've got the time scale all wrong. Oh, but we've already seen this a couple of times. This is a fascinating journey through 15,000 years of human imagination and mythology, exploring the incredible variety of monstrous creatures we have created and what they can tell us about ourselves. And it's pretty good. It's pretty lively along those lines. But we've already seen it, so we don't have to dwell on it all that much. And that, I guess, means the end of our day is no, because this isn't a mail haul. This is, in fact, a Trojan horse. This is actually a book haul. Because the book hauls in BookTube, I went to the Brattle and I thought I nailed the coffin shut on the revenant corpse of the book haul wars here on BookTube. I did a haul, and I explicitly said that none of the rest of you were to haul books ever again. And there would be peace. But no. Christopher Russell went out and did a book haul. So I'm doing a book haul. It's not exactly the kind of book haul I usually do, because that usually involves me schlepping out and going somewhere and looking at the books, but it's raining. It's raining today. Which wouldn't mean anything to you in your obstreperous book hauls, but it means a lot to me because the sale lot of the Brattle Bookstore, where I would go, is open to the elements. So when it's raining, they close the walls and they tarp over the books and wheel them back inside. And it's no fun looking at the bargain carts inside the shop. I've done it, but there's no fun in it at all. So I was just going to be behind in the arms race, but I got 2 boxes in the mail, and they're books. And I think they count as a haul, especially since I'm not 100% sure that I remember what's in them. Someone sent these to me. I pounced on this delivery. It's important for you to understand here in the season of library sales and springtime, so you're all getting out in the cars and going to your used bookstores and charity shops and whatnot. It's important to understand that there's a Steve tithe on all of that. You are supposed to send me pictures of every table, every stall, and get for me the books that I want. The books that I scream and squeal for, and then mail those books to me. It's not like you're free to go to library book sales on your own anymore. No, not at all. This person rather innocently thought that was true. Just wanted to show me pictures of, look at the fun stuff that I found. And I pounced in my emails and said, I want all of these. Send them to me. And send them to me now. Oh, God. Somebody is very curious. Are you, baby? You curious what's in that box? Huh? Somebody has not been happy with the rain all day. So let's see what we have. I will disdain these gifts, even though I insisted on them. I am a mercurial deity. So what do we got first here? Oh, okay. This is an old, the Reinhardt editions. Good Lord, they were cheaply made, and they show it. They don't hold up well at all. This is an old Reinhardt edition, heavily annotated student Reinhardt edition of Huck Finn. So this would be fun. It'll be fun to see with the student annotated in it. And what else have we got here? Oh, very nice. Okay, this is an old, what is this? Gallon historical romance. Oh, goodness gracious. This is from This is distributed by Pocket Books, and this came out in 1982. Gallen, Gallen. I wasn't even in the country in 1982. Boy, I bet Sarah at the Bookish Knitter knows all about them. Were they a competitor to Harlequin? This is Shining Knights, but not with a K. And again, the historical anachronisms abound on this cover, but let's not pay attention to that. I wonder, was Gallen Books, were they a rival to Harlequin? Pocket Books. Did Pocket Books distribute Harlequin? I ought to know that, and I don't. What have we got here? Well, we've got a printing error, first of all. That is not level. This is poorly aligned. That wouldn't happen with old style Harlequin. They were pros right down to their fingertips. Almost after her father's death, she fell upon the charity of the queen. Yet Laurel kept her noble innocence until the night she felt burning lips of desire and a handsome stranger. But when her mother married again to a cruel and scheming baron, Laurel was given in payment for debts to none other than the stranger who had stolen a passionate kiss, the wealthy Lord Richard Madison. Their forced union challenged their stubborn hearts. Victims of deceit and suspicion, jealousy and pride, they were soon locked in a spirited battle that smoldered with an ecstasy of desire they couldn't deny. Okay, who is your queen? See, I cannot tell. If from her outfit on the cover, I'm assuming her queen are the two female members of ABBA. But from his attire, I'm assuming that the queen is Eleanor of Aquitaine. And yet I'd be willing to bet it's neither one of those. Who is it? Who is the queen here? Lord Robert Dudley. Oh my God, the Queen is Elizabeth I. Okay, well, all right. I'm always up for a new historical romance, baby. Here, why don't you move just oh, baby girl. Now you want to be next to me. Now when there's nowhere to put these things. I don't want to bump you every time. Oh, baby, it won't be raining tomorrow, I promise. I promise. Do you want to say hi to your fans? Louise did in the video. She's older than you are. No, you don't want to look at them? They are peasants. I tend to agree. They're my peasants, though. So if they were in this room, you'd scream at them. You know you would. You don't want to look at the camera? Look at the camera, baby. Oh, no. All right. I'll try not to hit you here. What is this next one? Oh my! Oh, all right. Well, this is in terrible condition, but library sales, that's going to happen. This is an old book by Paul Mayer, Son of a Gun. This is from 1963. This is A Man Spoke, A World Listened. The story of Walter Mayer and the Lutheran Hour. God, I've never seen this. Never at all. Good Lord. And this actually had, I didn't remember that this book was coming here, but let's see if we can find himself. Are there pictures in this thing? This actually has a connection to me deeper than the sender knows, and deeper than I suspected. I didn't remember, but look at the shape that it's in, right? I mean, so far I have not encountered a book that's going to withstand one whole read. but that's not the point. The point is the tithing. Okay. Oh goodness. All right. Well, the first box ends on a high note with mega stuffed Oreos. No wonder the bean was curious. She smelled something that wasn't a book. No wonder she was curious. All right, we'll put those away. How you doing, baby? Huh? You're right here. Oh, so poops. Oh, so poops. All right, I'll try not to bump you with the next one. Then there's another box here. So I'm still going to call this a book haul. Although I don't have anything that's really making Steve squeal so far. But you never know. Let's see. Boy, this is well packed. Okay, hang on for the sound effects. I'm going to have to physically destroy this in order to open it. I always want to tell people, publishers get it, but I always want to tell the normal civilians, you're sending this to Boston, not Mars. So if it's going to reach me at all, I mean, there's a chance that it won't reach me at all, but if it's not going to reach me, it's not going to reach me whether you bolt it in iron. So let's see here. Oh, we have a note. Okay, I will save that. I'm assuming it's a note of cringing obeisance. We have an alert baby. Oh, you don't look very alert, baby girl. You don't like the rain, I know. Poor little thing. How's my little mouse? Hmm? All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, this is, what is this? This is White Crown, The North Sky Hunt by Amanda Empey. Looks like it's self-published. Fairly nice looking thing there, although no offense to the generations of Empey, but I would get yourself a different pen name. Let's see here. Pirates, wyverns, and the risk of being swept into the swirling abyss. All things a normal teenage girl shouldn't have to worry about, but Cleora will do anything to distance herself from her parents and forge her own path. To secure her place at White Crown Academy and win a coveted scholarship, she must join the airship crew and complete a daring hunt in the far reaches of the floating isles. And as everything goes awry, she's determined to prove herself, but can she escape her dark past? So, spirited YA fantasy, it sounds like. Oh, what else have we got here? Oh, okay, fine. This is a Penguin Classic. This is one that I don't actually have. Fantastic. Oh, boy. Oh, and it's as clean as a whistle, too. No highlighting. This is the Penguin Classic Complete Dead Sea Scrolls in English. Naturally, with a foreword by Guy of Hermes. Naturally, of course. But this is fantastic. I have written about this many times. I've had copies of this. Great. This preface to the Penguin Classic Edition, forward to the 50th anniversary edition, and a chronology. And the chronology is mostly given over to the intertextual squabbles between scholars that are the whole hallmark of the incredibly tragicomic history of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Just incredible. I'll try to find what I wrote about them. It's just farcical. Great, though, to have this. Oh, fantastic to have a Penguin Classic of it. And what have we got here? Okay, then we have a little modern library collection of the Dark Interval, Rainer Maria Rilke. These are, looks like excerpts, letters on loss, grief, and transformation in a tiny, handheld pocket thing like this. This is mostly going to be saccharine, I would think. Yeah, it's got a blurb from Billy Collins, so that pretty much seals the deal. But this is translated by Ulrich Baer, and you never know. There might be bits and pieces. I haven't read it. There might be bits and pieces in there that I would like. And what is... Oh, no. It was only a matter of time. Okay. Okay, a bit of background on this channel. Many times over the years that we've been talking, I have held up a book, a self-published book, that I rather like, called Moon Tusk, that features lusty men rogering each other on an alien planet under the guise of under the patient eyes of telepathic mastodons. And Moon Tusk very prominently says on this cover, Book 1. I've never bothered to go out and read any of the sequels. I just keep showing you Moon Tusk, and now someone has sent me Moon Tusk Volume 2. I don't know what that ominous-looking flower is on there, but I'm going to find out. I will put this on tonight's reading. Definitely. Definitely. This is the continuation with this second book of the intriguing and frankly erotic Moon Tusk Chronicles. The epic journey of the two young men, Dare and Hostess, continues. The mysterious Lady D acts as their sponsor as they travel south along the mighty Nasperan River. Various misadventures along the way complicate the three-way relationship. One startling development is the return of Dare's companion, the chameleon cat Maumet, who mysteriously disappeared in the first book. As the passion between the young men heats up, the three reach the southern delta and sail to Dreamwake Island in the South Sea. The lady soon informs the two young lovers that an army of women from the east has overthrown the patriarchal Kemnoan Empire that ruled the world. Hostess fears he cannot prevent Dare from seeking out the fabled Dream Orchid. The flower is said to either enlighten or kill with its potent fragrance. What a way to go, though. All right. Moontusk Book 2 definitely elbows everything else out of what is this next one? Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, did the sender mention this? Oh, goodness gracious. This is the Geneva Bible, 1560. A gigantic printing of the Geneva Bible. Look at the tiny print, all of it in the old. Oh, goodness gracious. Does this have anything critical, or is this just like a self-published thing? Dear reader, this text is presented in the largest font size allowed. No, it's not an authoritarian world. Okay, it's. I know you live in an authoritarian setting where your invisible dictator dictates everything you do, but you can print a book in any font size that you want. It's not the largest font size allowed. Ensuring optimal readability while adhering to Amazon's maximum page limit for printed books, which is set at 550 pages for the hardcover edition. So this is made to be read without squinting, but you're gonna squint anyway. How interesting! And no critical apparatus at all. There's not even. That's it for the introduction. You just go from in the beginning all the way to the end, and that's it. Amen. So, how interesting! How utterly interesting! All right, and then what's this next one? Oh God, this is huge. This is the 210-book Holy Bible Apocrypha and Ancient History Master Collection. Boom! The size of this thing. What on earth is this? We're told that it is surpassing the Ethiopian Bible. This is on the cover. It does. All right, so now I know the Ethiopian Bible is yesterday's news. What is this, though? 66 books of the LSV Holy Bible, 99 books of the complete Apocrypha, and exclusive digital access to Jasser and the 44 books of Ancient Historia. God help us. I mean, quite literally. What on earth? Okay, so the ancient history thing I'm going to go to first. But then there's the Apocrypha in here and the whole of the Bible. And this does have a preface. Okay. This must be a religious printing. I mean, it must be. This cannot be a scholarly thing. Oh, yeah. Yes. In accordance with the scriptures, Christ the Messiah, the Son of the living God, became human, incarnate in the person of Jesus of Nazareth, lived a morally perfect life and sinless life, died for our sins on the cross as a substitutionary sacrifice, was buried in a tomb, and was raised bodily from the dead on the third day. Everyone who hears and accepts this message of salvation, believing in their heart that God raised the Christ from the dead, will be pardoned of all their sins, given the gift of the Holy Spirit, and granted everlasting life and perpetual union with God. Salvation is found in Christ alone, by grace alone, through faith alone, and not by works. So you Catholics, take a hike. But you can lie about faith. And a faith that says that you do not have to be nice to other people. That if your faith is strong enough, well, then you don't need any good works. Anyway, anywho, obviously, then this is made for religious purposes, where you are instructed, you are told that Jesus was a substitutionary sacrifice. Substitute for what? All of humanity? Sacrifice to whom? Himself? Sacrifice why? Why? Forgive, Jesus tells his listeners. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Jesus does not tell his human listeners, well, if you want to forgive somebody, first you need a blood sacrifice. He doesn't do that. He says forgive, decide to forgive them, and you will be forgiven. Decide to forgive them without holding a grudge, and mercy will be shown to you in exactly the same measure. But apparently, his all-powerful Father, who is also himself, can't do that. Anyway, we've got barcodes on some of the pages. That's kind of a crass commercial interruption of the Bible. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was formless and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was fluttering on the face of the waters. And God says, not said, says, let there be light, and light is. And God sees that the light is good, and God separates between the light and the darkness. Calls the light day, and the darkness he has called night. And there is an evening, and there is a morning, day one. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to have to hunt through this to find out who did the translating. Is it that when you got Bibles or Bible stuff that is notice how also this handily contradicts the assertion made in this that this was the biggest size you can get. I'm going to have to dig around and find out whose translation I'm dealing with here. What an amazing thing! What a giant Megillah of a thing, and it's got the presentation plaque. Like this is going to be a treasured family heirloom. And what else is in here? Joanna Lindsay, Fires of Winter. This was my inaugural romance author. I remember this when all of her books were brought out with this cover design. I didn't really understand it. I understood the motivation behind it. The publisher, who was this? Avon? Yeah. Avon was trying to create some sort of cross-aisle appeal, maybe not make it not look so floridly romantic, maybe make it so that, older women or men could buy it and read it in public without embarrassment. I've never understood that. That romance publishing outfits have tried that from time to time, and I've never understood it. Actually, Harlequin is in the process of trying it right now. I don't get why you would want to move away from the biggest, most dedicated readership in the world of books. Why would you want to do that? So instead of two lusty young people, you've got a building covered in snow. But this is one of the first romances that I ever read, and I really like it. Fantastic. This is about Vikings, yes, if I remember correctly. The Viking invaders came from across the icy sea, taking Lady Brenna as their captive. But the dauntless Celtic beauty swears that no barbarian will ever be her master, not even the handsome and powerful brute Garrick Hardrad. The son of a ruthless Viking chieftain, Garrick is accustomed to getting his way, as he claims his exquisite prize with a primitive abandon that leaves Brenna breathless. Yet it is Garrick's gentle soul that undoes the lady's resolve, for even as she plots the vengeance she has vowed, Brenna cannot ignore the wonder of his kisses. Some of you remember the original cover for this thing. It's one of the earliest romances that I ever read fairly, that I read at the behest of a romance reader and writer who told me, go at this as you would any other book, and tell me when you're done. You're always harping about how a good book is an entertaining book and a bad book is a boring book. Go at this with an open mind, and tell me when you're done if you enjoyed it. And I said, well, to hell with you. I'll take that challenge. And I did enjoy it. I changed everything for me. And then, okay, there's more Mega Stuff Oreos. Fantastic. All right, so 2 packages of Mega Stuff Oreos and 2 boxes full of books, including these 2 God-bothering monuments. These 2 huge things. Good Lord. All right, so that definitely counts as a book haul. Okay? So any book hauls that you may see in the near future, Steve is still in the running. Okay? Even though it's raining outside. Which is, adds an extra bit of pointlessness to this drum beating, because these videos aren't going to upload. The videos that I'm making today are not going to upload. It's raining. And the little stream of nearly invisible sand-sized particles that carry the Wi-Fi signal to the nearest tower, they go up out of the router, and they go through the crack in the window, and they go through the air, and they go to the tower. The rain knocks those down, so they don't work in the rain. We'll give it a try and see. I'll try anyway. I can just upload them all night. But anyway, that is a preemptive book haul. Let's hope that quiets the natives. I will see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.